This is the Elliptical Oracle. And now, here's Mona Lisa.
Hello. Welcome. I was just getting hooked up, so sorry for the silence there. So today, I think my guides are going to talk about the game of life, and I don't know what that means exactly. So let's find out together. I have some wild, crazy ideas, as I'm sure you do too, but let's see what they have to say. Hello, 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 dear ones. Yes, we wanted to talk about the game of life, the real game of life. You have a board game that is called the game of life. And when you play that board game, things happen that you may like, you may want, or you do not like and you do not want. But you do not sit and wallow in pity. You do not try to sneak off and have distorted views of it. You laugh and you play the game as if it is a game, and you understand. You understand at that conscious level the game of life, the board game, is not real. So today we want to bring that point to you, that the game of life that you're involved with, that you're playing, is not real. If it's not real, then you're like, why did I come? You come to learn these lessons that you set out for your soul. You came because you have an innate calling towards Source, the light. And how do you go towards Source, the light? By growing your soul. So you agreed. We often call this game of life, we call it a field trip, because you do plan it out. But today, think of it as a game, in the sense that we want you to learn to be non-attached to the outcomes. And we want you to love yourselves when you get angry. Love yourselves when you fall down in the mud and begin to laugh. To get angry, yes, and say, ooh, why am I angry? After you give yourself a moment or two to be angry, feel the angry, because that's why you came. But you didn't come to explode. You didn't come to harm others. You came to feel the anger and then to say, I recognize you. You are a master teacher. And I said, and I agreed that my feelings would be my master teachers. Everyone needs teachers in the game of life. You gave them to yourself. They're called emotions. They're called emotions. And when you feel those strong negative emotions, and today we're using anger, that's because you're not in alignment with your true self. When you feel a icky emotion that you don't like, sadness, grief, anger, fear, anxiety, all it means is that you are not in alignment with your true self. It means that you must have a false belief, a limiting belief that you were taught, perhaps when you were agreed to before you came in, or more likely your parents, your grandparents, your schooling, your community, whatever it was for you, taught you and they pounded into you. Ooh, anger, bad. Anger is on the opposite spectrum as bliss and joy. And how are you going to feel bliss and joy if you don't feel anger? So feel into the anger, do positive outcomes for the anger. Anger is often a mover. A mover. It moves you in third density. It gets you off your hiney. It gets you off your butt so that you move in this reality and you do something about that anger. If it's deep-seated anger, we suggest you write it out. We suggest you go for a long walk. We suggest you sweat it out. Ever been in a sweat lodge? Ever been in a sweat lodge? And you let the anger roll off from the sweat, from your brow, from that gut in your stomach. Just roll off of you as you become holy vessel that you are. But deal with the anger in positive ways. Now that you see it's a master teacher, go into the heart space. Take a moment when you can and say, anger, why have you come in my life? Why are you being this master teacher? What are you showing me? Are you showing me those who make me the angriest are teaching me vital lessons? How to forgive, how to love even them. How dare they make you so angry? How dare they flip your world upside down? How dare they? Can you love even them? And can you see that there's a part of them that's a part of you? Everything is a mirror. Everything is a mirror. They swept something underneath the rug. What are you sweeping underneath the rug? What have you swept? What emotions have you placed under the rug instead of dealing with them? Instead of coming out in the closet and saying, this is the true me. And this is just a game of life. And perhaps I did a backwards move. But in reality, if it's a negative move, it's a backwards move, it's an anger move. We want to give you a free ticket, a golden ticket. Remember, this life is but a dream for your soul. And if it's a dream, when you wake up on the other side, you can see all that wasted anger, all those deep, dark emotions. Wasting the seconds away. So what can you do? You say, thank you, anger, for being a master school teacher. I love you, and I let you go with love. I stand in alignment with my truth. Thank you for showing me what I am not. That's what those negative feelings do. They show you what you are not. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And realize in this moment, in this moment, in this moment, in this moment, you are a new you. For that is how the new yous are created in every moment. A projection of your soul. Breathe into the truth that you are made anew. And your past doesn't exist. All your ancient teachers knew this. This is nothing new. Your past doesn't exist. And we say all those times you hurt others or others hurt you. Why not forgive and forget and go forward instead of bringing them forward with your speech, instead of bringing them forward with your actions, instead of bringing them forward in whatever memory slot you created? Because your perception is just your perception from your brain. And we have told you your electromagnetic field of the heart and the knowledge of the heart is where wisdom and spirit and source energy comes from. Dance in that. Dance in the knowing that you are made anew in every moment and you are free. You are free to feel anger and to breathe into what it's teaching you when you have a clear moment and say, thank you, anger, for showing me that bliss and happiness exist And in this moment, I can choose it and let the anger go. Choose bliss. Choose happiness. Choose unconditional love for yourself and all others. And love the moment you are in. We are one consciousness, and we thank you for allowing us to be here to speak today. Woo! I don't think I can top that. So I want to say thank you. Thank you. And I welcome more. Top of the now to you. Top of the now to you.